Hello students. So this is the continued part of continuity. So in yesterday class we discussed some definition of the continuity. Like first one, the limit function is equal to constant function, then function should be continuous. And the second one is the left hand limit and right hand limit are coincides, or left hand limit and right hand limit are equal, then the function should be continuous. Is clear that? So this is also one definition, students. Here a real function f is said to be continuous if it is continuous at every point in the domain of that function. Is clear that? What is the definition? It is continuous at every point in the domain of the our given function. Is clear that? So the function should be continuous if every point in the domain should be continuous. So this is another definition, students. So already in yesterday class we discussed some example, like discuss the continuity of the function at the particular point. Already we saw that examples, and again discuss the continuity of the function without giving particular point. In that situation we take some general particular point, that is general point, that is x is equal to c, then we solve. So that is our procedure. Is clear that? So students, this is one definition. Then next, depending upon this definition, we solve some of the examples. Like examples, what is that? Discuss the continuity of f of x is equal to x cube plus x square plus 1. F of x equal to x cube plus x square plus 1, or take minus 1. Okay. So this is our function. Is clear that? So we discuss the continuity of this function. So here there is no particular point. Is clear that? So we find the continuity at this function in general. Is clear that? So I can take solution of this example should be solution. What is that? Already we know that the procedure. The function f is defined. The function f is defined at x is equal to c. This is a general point, that is a domain. Is clear that? X should be domain. This is general point. There is no particular point in this example, so we take some general point, that is x equal to c is f of c should be the constant function. F of c should be, replace x by c, we get c cube plus c square minus 1. This is constant function. Okay, clear that? And we'll take a limit function, and the limit function at the general point x equal to c is limit of f of x as x tends to the point c, domain point, that is equal to limit of x tends to c. So what is our f of x? F of x should be x cube plus x square minus 1. X cube plus x square minus 1. So this is your function. So apply the limit, we'll get what is that? X tends to c is nothing but c cube plus c square minus 1. Students, see that here the constant function c cube plus c square minus 1, and the limit function is also same, c cube plus c square minus 1. So here what we conclude, that here the constant function f of c is equal to limit of x tends to c. What is your function? F of x. Is clear that? The constant function is equal to limit function. Is clear that? Thus f is continuous. Generally f is continuous function. F is continuous function. Is clear that? This is a procedure. Is clear that? Only given function, not a particular point. So in that situation we take c as that point. Is clear that? So this is the example. Very easy way, students. This is basic example. Is clear that? So note on this example, and again your work is same. Discuss the continuity of the function f of x is equal to 1 divided by x if x is not equal to 0. if x is not equal to 0. Is clear that? So apply same procedure and solve this example. Here also there is a no particular point. Is clear that? So here also we can take general point as a C, then solve this procedure. You got the answer. Is clear that? Okay, students. So note on this and try itself. Okay. Students, these are also examples, that is discuss the continuity of the functions f of x equal to x plus 2 if x is less than or is equal to 1, x minus 2 if x is greater than 1, and second example is same f of x equal to x if x is greater than or equal to 0, x square if x is less than or equal to 0. In these two example, here there is no particular point. Is clear that? But x lies between 1. Either x is less than 1, x is greater than 1, and x is equal to 1. So in that type of example, we solve a different method. Is clear that? So I solve one example, then one for you. Students, solution of this example is solution of this example is the function f is defined at real line. This function should be defined at every real line. Is clear that? But first we can take case wise. Case 1, if x should be, we can take as a domain. Domain should be C. At x equal to C. First we can take C. Then particular point 1. Is clear that? So here, if I can take, if C is less than 1. If C is less than 1 means at x, the point C, the domain point C is less than 1, then function should be f of x is equal to x plus 2. This is the function. Is clear that? Here, what we have to do that? The function f is defined at x equal to C is f of C equal to this function. What is that? F of C is equal to C plus 2. Is clear that? This is constant function regarding C is less than 1. The domain point is always less than 1, not equal to 1. Is clear that? And the limit function what is that? Limit of f of x as x tends to C, that is equal to limit of x tends to C. What is your f of x should be? X plus 2, that is equal to C plus 2. Here, see that, students, the constant function. So the constant function f of C is equal to C plus 2, and the limit function also C plus 2. Is clear that? Thus what we have to do that? Or here simple step, the f of C constant function equal to limit of x tends to C f of x. The constant function is equal to limit function. Is clear that? Then f is continuous. Then this function, then f is continuous. Then f is continuous at, the f is continuous at what we have to see that? The f is continuous at every real number less than 1. F is continuous at every real number less than. F is continuous at real number or every real number less than 1. Less than 1. Is clear that? This is the first case. You can take C is less than 1. That means the every real number is less than 1 should be continuous in this function. And we can take again, if C is greater than 1. If C is greater than 1. So this is one point, this is one point. If C is greater than 1, then what is your find? F of x. C should be greater than 1 is nothing but x equal to C. We can take general point. C is greater than 1, then function should be x minus 2. The function should be f of x equal to x minus 2. Clear that? Then again apply the same procedure. That is, first of all, the constant function, we find that the function is defined. The function is defined at x equal to C is f of C is equal to C minus 2. The function is defined at f of C equal to c minus 2. And the limit function and the limit of x tends to c f of x. Every number greater c is greater than 1 in this function. Is clear that? So f of x should be limit function, that is limit of x tends to c. What is your f of x? F of x is x minus 2. Okay, apply the limits, we will get c minus 2. Is clear that? Here f of c, the constant function, is equal to limit function. Limit of x tends to c, f of x. Is clear that? Thus f is continuous. Thus f is continuous at every real number. F is continuous at every real number greater than 1. F is continuous at real number greater than 1. Real number greater than 1. Is clear that? So here we can take, students, the every real number less than 1, the function should be continuous. Every real number greater than 1, the function should be continuous. And the very important is, we can check the continuity at the particular point x equal to 1. Here we can take c is less than 1, the function should be continuous. Greater than 1, function should be continuous. And we find the exact point, that is x equal to 1. So first of all, what do we have to do that? At x equal to 1. At x equal to 1, we find that. At x equal to 1. So same LHL, RHL, the LHL of f at x equal to 1 is limit of x tends to one, f of x, that is equal to limit of x tends to 1. What is your f of x? F of x should be, what is your LHL corresponding this one? This is the LHL, that is x plus 2. X plus 2, so that is nothing but, the answer should be x tends to 1, that is 3. Your LHL should be 3, and the RHL, that is equal to limit of x tends to, this is 1 minus 1 plus, f of x should be limit of x tends to 1. What is your f of x should be RHL? X minus 2. X minus 2, apply the limit, we will get 1 minus 2. X tends to 1 is nothing but 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus 1. Here, LHL is not is equal to RHL. Clear that? Students, see that, very carefully observe that. If the function should be x is less than 1, function should be continuous at every real number, and we can take greater than 1, the function should be continuous at every real number, and we check at x equal to 1. So at x equal to 1, what we have to do that? Lies between 1 is LHL also and RHL. So LHL of the function should be 3 and RHL of the function should be minus 1. Here LHL is not is equal to RHL. Thus the function is discontinuous at the only point x is equal to 1. Is clear that? What is the conclusion? The function is not continuous or discontinuous. Not continuous at only point x is equal to 1. At only point x is equal to 1. Is clear that, students? This is very important example. See that? I can conclude another type. So here we can take less than 1. So c is nothing but the domain of the function. We can take x equal to c. The function should be less than 1. Then this function should be continuous at every real number less than 1. And the function should be continuous at same as every real number greater than 1. And we check exactly at x equal to 1. In that case, the LHL of this one is, LHL is nothing but less than quantity, that is x plus 2, that is x tends to 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. And same as RHL of the function, limit of x tends to 1, limit of x tends to 1, x minus 2 is nothing but minus 1. Here LHL is not is equal to RHL, students. So here, thus the function is not continuous or discontinuous. The function is not continuous at only point x is equal to 1. In this point at x equal to 1, in this point the function should be not continuous. Is clear that the remaining all points are continuous except this x equal to 1. This is the way to find the continuity of the function. Suppose here if c is less than 1, function should be continuous, c is greater than 1, function should be continuous, and at x equal to 1, so LHL is equal to RHL, then function should be continuous. So in that way we conclude that the function should be continuous at everywhere. That means every real number except 1, no, including 1 also. Is clear that? This is the way, students. So note on this example, and this is a work for you. This is homework. This is also same example. Here x is greater than equal to 0, x is less than equal to 0. Same, we can take first case, c is less than 1, this function, c is greater than 1, this function, and at x equal to 0, RHL and LHL. Is clear that? So this is the way, students. So note on this example and solve this example yourself. Okay, students, this is the example. So keep as it is. So here some important theorems are there, or some important finds. That is the first one. Every polynomial function is continuous. Every polynomial function is continuous. Every polynomial function is continuous. Is clear that, students? Polynomial function is nothing but p of x is equal to a naught x1 x raised to n, a1 x raised to n minus 1, a2 x raised to n minus 2 up to xn. Is clear that? Here the every polynomial function should be continuous. You can take any example. Is clear that? So because we take we will take a function x square. Previous example is that is x cube plus x square minus 1. This is polynomial function. This is continuous. We can take general value. That's why the limit function is equal to constant function. Then function should be always continuous. Is clear that? And second one, the greatest integer function. The greatest integer function is discontinuous at every integral point. Every integral point. Is clear that, students? So this is very important theorem. Every integral point. Okay. So here can say the greatest integer, why the greatest integer should be discontinuous. Okay. I can take some point graph of this function should be clarification. Just a clarification. Here we can take x-axis as well as y-axis. This is your y dash. So this is your y-axis. So this is your x-axis, x dash. So this is 0. Is clear that? This is positive 1, 2, 3 and so on. Negative 1, negative 2, so on. 1, 2, 3 and so on. And again minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. So in first we already studied that the graph of this function already we know that. So here first of all what we have to do that in this example. We can take the greatest integer function. What is the definition of greatest integer function? The value of the x is less than or equal to that value. Already we know that the definition of greatest integer function, the value of x is less than or equal to that value. Is clear that this is greatest integer function. Okay. So here we can see that. So here greatest integer of 1 should be 1 equal to. Greatest integer of 0 should be 0. Greatest integer of 0.99 should be 0. Already we know that the value of the x is less than that value. That means the graph of this function should be, we can conclude that. So 0 is close bracket, 1 is open bracket. So here 1 is close bracket, 2 is open bracket, like 2 is close bracket, 3 is open bracket. Is clear that? Again same as this, here minus 1 is open bracket, So we can take value -1 is open bracket and 0 is open bracket. Here -2 is close bracket. This is open bracket, close bracket. This is open bracket. Because here say that 0, the greatest integer of 0 should be 0 and greatest integer of 0.999 up to exclude 1. Here also the value should be 0. That's why this is open bracket, this is close bracket. Same as greatest integer of 1 should be equal to 1. Greatest integer of 1.99 should be again 1. Is clear that? That's why this is open bracket. So this is already we know that the graph of greatest integer function. See students here that, so leave that derivation. So here without lifting fan from the paper of the plane, that is our concept. Here we can take, here I can take the initial point, here it ends, and again I lift the fan, here again draw, lift the fan, again draw, lift the fan, again draw, lift the fan, again draw. It's clear that? So here in this graph our fan is lifting the fan. That's why this function should be not continuous. That is nothing but discontinuous at every integral point. Is clear that? Every integral point is nothing but this points in this points. So the function should be discontinuous. Is clear that students? Note that. And next important point is the rational function is also continuous. The rational function is continuous. The rational function is continuous. A rational function is nothing but P of x divided by Q of x, where Q of x is not is equal to 0. Is clear that? Here P of x is also polynomial function. It is continuous. Every polynomial function is continuous. Q of x is also polynomial function. It is also continuous. Then these two functions are continuous. Then rational function should be continuous. Is clear that? So this is important point, students. And next, already in previous we know that every constant function is also continuous. So, and again every identity function is also continuous. We can discuss in previous class. Here these are the important points. So while solving the problems, these points are travel. Is clear that? Very simple. Every polynomial function should be continuous, and the greatest integer function is discontinuous at every integral point, because the value of x should be less than or equal to that value. That's why. Okay. And every rational function should be continuous. That is P of x by Q of x, where Q of x is not equal to 0. This is definition. Okay. And every constant function is also continuous, and every identity function is also continuous. Students, these are the important point. And next we discuss algebra of continuity function. What is that? Algebra of continuity function. Algebra of continuous function. Algebra of continuous function. Algebra of continuous function. So what is algebra? Already we know that algebra is nothing but addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So in first PUC limit and derivative concept, already we studied that algebra of limits. That is limit of f of x plus g of x is equal to limit of f of x plus limit of g of x, and same as difference between two limits and multiplication of limits, same as that is division of limits. Here also there are likewise same. I can write this as a theorem. What should be? Algebra is nothing but we can take two functions. One is f, another one is g. Suppose f and g are continuous function. G are continuous function. G and f are continuous function at the real number c. At the real number c. Then first one, f plus g addition function, f function plus g addition of this function is continuous at x equal to c, and second one, f minus g difference between two functions is also continuous at x is equal to c, that particular point. Okay, and third one, f into g multiplication of two functions is also continuous at x is equal to the particular point c, and fourth one, f divided by g, the quotient rule. Here g is not equal to 0, because if g is equal to 0, the function should be not defined. Is clear that? So f divided by g is also continuous at x is equal to c. Is clear that? So then this is the algebra of the continuous function. So addition of two functions also continuous, difference of or subtraction of two functions is also continuous at the particular point, and multiplication is also continuous at x is equal to c, and f by g, that is g is not equal to 0, so the quotient function is also continuous at x is equal to c. So here the proof is not necessary, but I can solve one proof, that is first one. Here generally what is that, f plus g, I can take limit of x tends to c, the particular point x tends to c, f plus g of x, f plus g of x, that is equal to, I can write limit of x tends to c, f of x plus g of x. Already we know that algebra of limits. Is clear that? That is equal to again limit of x tends to c, f of x plus limit of x tends to c, g of x. So apply the limits, we will get f of c plus, apply the limit, we will get g of c. X tends to c is nothing but f of x is nothing but f of c, g of x is nothing but g of c. So f of c plus g of c, this can be written as f plus g of c. Is clear that? So students, this is the, say that this is our limit function is equal to, this is our constant function. Clear that? This is the limit of x tends to c, f plus g of x. This is the limit function, and f plus g of c, this is only constant function. Here limit function is equal to constant function. Thus f plus g is continuous at the particular point x is equal to c. So this is the procedure. So same apply that procedure to these four properties. Clear that? So the proof of these theorems are not necessary, but these 4 points are very important. So using this f by g quotient rule, division rule, f is continuous, g is continuous, f by g is also continuous function. So in previous remembering the point, the rational function should be continuous, that is p of x divided by q of x. P of x is continuous, q of x is continuous, then whole function should be continuous. Is clear that? So students, note down this property. Okay, students, also we discuss the continuity of the standard trigonometric function. Is clear that? So first one, I can conclude that the sine function is continuous function. And generally, sine function is continuous. F of x equal to sine x should be continuous. So proof is not necessary. You see the proof in your textbook. So here I can conclude by using graph. This is our 0. Graph of this function should be like this. Okay. So sine 0, 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. This is pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi, minus 2 pi. Here this is graph of y is equal to sin x function. Y is equal to sin x function. Here the sin x function should be continuous in generally. Is clear there? Yes, dear students. So I can start our initial point as this. So draw the graph of this function without lifting pen from the plane of paper of the plane continuously. Is clear that? So this is the y is equal to sin x function. So this is continuous in general. Is clear that? So like same as the cos function is also continuous. What is that? The cos function is also continuous. The cosine function. Second one, cosine function is continuous. F of x equal to cos x. So graph of this function should be also like this. Is clear that? Either we can take in textbook is there the proof of sin x function, constant function is equal to limit function. Okay. And third one, tangent function. Tangent function f of x equal to sin x divided by cos x. So f of x equal to tan x, that is sin x divided by cos x when in the bracket cos x is not equal to 0. Here tan x should be defined as cos x is not equal. Suppose cos x equal to 0, the function should be not defined, or x is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. X is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2 is nothing but integral multiple of pi by 2. Thus cos function is equal to 0. Here x, this x should be not equal to 0 is nothing but. So here the function should be defined. That's why the cos x is not equal to 0. So here in this case only the tangent function is continuous. The tangent function is continuous. The tangent function is continuous. Is clear that? And same as fourth one, cotangent function. Cotangent function, that is f of x is equal to cot x, that is also cos x divided by sin x. Cos x divided by sin x. If sin x is not equal to 0, sin x is not equal to 0 is nothing but x is not equal to n pi. If sin x is equal to 0, the function should be not defined. Is clear that? So in this situation, if sin x is not equal to 0, then our cot function is continuous. Cot function is continuous. Cot function is continuous. Okay. And fifth one, second function. Second function, that is, what is second function? F of x is equal to sec x, that is equal to 1 divided by cos x. Here also cos x is not is equal to 0, that is nothing but x is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi divided by 2. Suppose cos x equal to 0, sec function is not defined. So here in this situation, this is continuous. Second function is continuous. Okay. And sixth one, cosecant function. Cosecant function, that is f of x equal to cosec x, that is 1 divided by sin x. Here also sin x is not equal to 0. Suppose sin x equal to 0, the cosec function is not defined. That's why that is nothing but x is not equal to n phi. Okay, is continuous. Is continuous. Friends, see that sin x function should be continuous at every real number. Is clear that? And cos x function should be continuous at every real number by using algebraic function, that is a division rule. Tangent function is nothing but sin x by cos x. Sin x is also continuous. Cos x is also continuous. Then function should be continuous only if the cos function is not equal to 0. Otherwise, this is continuous function. Same likewise, the cotangent function is also cos by sin. That is also continuous function. So this is also continuous function. Clear, students? This is the trigonometric functions are continuous except some situation. Clear that? Write on this important points. Okay. Friends, this is also very important property, that is composition of two functions or two or more functions are continuous. Is clear that, friends? So first, what is meant by composition of a functions? Composition of a functions means we combine one or more than function. One or more function we combine. So that property is said to be composition of a function. So the composition of a function concept is in your first chapter, relation functions. Students, in that chapter, this is the one very important concept is there. So first, I can conclude some basic of this composition of a function. Here, already we know that let f from a to b, this is one function, and g from b to c, this is also one function. So f from a to b is also one function. G from b to c is also one function. So f and g are continuous function. F and g are continuous function. Then are continuous function are continuous functions. That is f and g are defined by f of a from a to b and g of b to c is continuous functions are continuous functions. Then composition of a function should be defined as FOG. This is nothing but composition of function. F composition of g from a to c. That is nothing but, so this is f from a to b, g from b to c. Then automatically f combine these two functions. Then f composition of g should be f composition of g from a to c. So a to c. Is clear that, students? Okay. So here see the graph of this function. So here this is a. So this is b. So this is c. Already we know that. Here this is from a to b, b to c. So the function from f from a to b and g from b to c, then automatically this is composition function. From f from, this is a to b, this is g from b to c, then automatically f composition of g from that is a to c. A to c. This is composition of a function. The detail of this is you study in relation function chapter. Is clear that, students? This is some basic concept. Here the composition of a function is also continuous. Composition of functions also continuous. So I can take one example. Regarding this example. F of, check the continuity of f of x is equal to sine of x square. F of x is equal to sine of x square. Students, here see that check the continuity of the function f of x equal to sine of x square. This is not a standard function. So let us consider what is your f of x. F of x should be, you can take sine of x square. So instead of standard trigonometric function, sine x is the standard trigonometric function. Instead of standard function, so another function is there. This is sine of x square. So here sine x is one function and x square is another function. So this is a combination of two functions. So this is composition of a function. So this function can be splitted. I can split this function as here I can take g of x is equal to sine x. G of x equal to sine x. Instead of x, what is there? I can take h of x is equal to x square. Is clear that? This is combination of sine x and x square function. Is clear that? So here g of x is sine x. Sine x function always continuous function. Already we know that. And h of x is equal to x square. So this is also a parabola along y-axis graph. This is also continuous function. So g of x is continuous, h of x is continuous, then combination of this function should be continuous. That is g composition h of x. So again write what is that? G composition h of x. G composition h of x. This can be written as, by the definition of the composition function, this can be written as g of h of x. G of h of x. So in CET I already discussed this type of examples. So g as it is, keep as it is. H of x is nothing but x square. H of x is nothing but x square. Here g of x is sin x. G of x square is nothing but, instead of x square is there. So that is sin of x square. See that? This is composition of the function. It's clear that g composition h of x equal to g of h of x. This is the definition of composition function. It's clear that? So in definitions also here, f composition g, it is there. F composition g of x is equal to f of g of x. So first we define g of x, then compare with f of x, then we define f of x, then composition of function should be coming. So this is your function f of x. So f of x is continuous function. So here, so f of x equal to sin of x square should be continuous. This is composition of a function. Is clear that? So students, this is some basic idea about continuity of the function. So first we discuss the definition, that is limit function is equal to constant function, then function should be continuous, and second one LHL equal to RHL, the function should be continuous, and third definition, what is that? A function should be continuous in the domain of the function, every continuous at every domain of the function. And already we discuss the continuity of the function at the particular, find the continuity of the function at generally, and again discuss the continuity of the some standard function like trigonometric functions, also continuous function except some situations, and like the composition of a function is also continuous. This is one example. The composition of a function examples are there, so we'll discuss in next class, students. So remember all the theory part, then next class we'll discuss the exercise regarding continuous. Okay students? Okay, take care, bye.